to Pocket Uni. If you're enjoying the content, find it helpful, like and subscribe. It helps us get the dropout movement to more people and help them learn more while studying less. So today we're going to go into reasons for exam stress. Okay, the main causes of exam stress. Um, it made me think about when I was helping a college student, and they were finding it they always found it really difficult leading up to exam time. Mm, they they were very capable, very smart. They've done exams before. They've passed exams before, but they had this, I call it, irrational fear of exams, and it got even more frantic the closer they got to the exam date. They were doing the right things, they had mind maps and memory strategies, amongst other things. So they were doing the right things, but they just had this real fear of exams. And it got to a point where on some days I'd see them break out in spots, like, what the heck has happened to you? It was come out in spots and hives, and they talk about losing sleep, sleepless nights. The closer the exam got, the more the more frantic, the more real the fear became. So I'm going to share my opinion on the reasons for exam stress, because this student I was helping at the time really taught me a lot, because they were a very capable student. They passed exams. They got good grades before, but it just seemed that the past successes didn't even register, um, and didn't really help them forward. You know what I mean? So I'm going to share my opinion on what are the causes of exam stress, and I'd be interested to know your insights. So hear me out, and then give your insights in the comments. I'm not a psychologist, or anything like that, but this is just my opinion based on just working with people. Yeah? So it's really, I think it comes down to, what? Hello. Oh, yeah. You've got an exam. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Listen. So you've got an exam. You've got an exam. Huh? Yeah. Okay. Listen. I know you're stressed. Listen. Are you feeling down and lonely? Huh? Listen. Are you feeling like you can't go on? You feeling like, okay? Just remember, love will find a way. Yeah, love will find a way. You're telling me you're going through changes. Oh, okay. You're feeling. Oh, the time seems like it's passing by. Okay. Listen. Just listen. Just believe that love will find a way. Yeah. Yeah. I know. I see the tears you cry, and I see the pain that's in your eyes. Yeah. So many times you were so lonely. Okay. Yeah. and no one seemed to care. Yeah, I know. Look, but if your hopes, right, for your tomorrows, right, are drowning in your sorrows, just know your heart will show you the way. Yeah. Listen, okay, listen. Are you trying to find a new beginning? Yeah. Are, or something just to hold on to? Okay, always know that. Just listen. Always know that love will find a way. Yeah. 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 Okay. No. Yeah. But listen. Is it hard this life you're living? Is it hard? So the world seems so unkind. Okay, don't worry. Don't listen. Love will find a way. Yeah, yeah. Look, some say we've lost our way. Okay, and some say the world has gone astray. Yeah, but if you know where you're going, okay, there's nothing you can't do. Trust me, because problems will come and they will leave you, and the world will try to deceive you. Yeah, but the truth will always be in your soul. Do you hear me? Yeah. 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 All right, cool. Listen. Okay, I'm doing a video right now. Okay, so I can't go into it, but trust. Let me finish the video and I'll call you back. Is that all right? Yeah. Is that all right? Okay. Cool. All right. I'll catch you later. All right. Don't stress. All right. Cool. One. All right. So sorry about that. So um, where was I? Yeah. So my opinion on where like where the stresses, the main stresses come from, are I think they come in two parts. Okay. So the first part is, I think about it like when you think about public speaking. Yeah. Public speaking, a lot of people have a fear of public speaking. Like I don't like speaking to crowds or anything like that. But public speaking, if you think about it, you've got the fear is you've got all these people sat down or standing, and they are intently focused on your every word. At least that's like the pressure. They're focused on your every word or your performance. Okay, and if you break that down into that breaks down into two parts. So it's really comes down to performance anxiety. So anxiety related to a performance. Yeah. So then the first part of that is the actual activity. So whether it's public speaking, taking an exam, answering questions, okay, there's an activity and there's a skill level related to that activity. So that's like the first component. Are my skills good enough? Okay, have I prepared enough? And then the second component is the opinions of others. So as you're there, publicly speaking, all of those people have their own opinions multiplied by the amount of people that are there. So the opinions of others on your skill level, okay? And I think that one is the most powerful one out of the two, okay? Because like I said, the student I was helping before, the skill level was there and it was proven because they passed exam after exam after exam. But it didn't seem to matter because they put so much pressure on themselves in terms of what I believe were the opinions of other people and now themselves. So what were they telling themselves? Like they were telling themselves certain things like, "Oh, you're not good enough," and what happens if I fail? What happens if I fail? I'm not good enough. What happens if I fail? And that to me is one of the main differences between, say, an adult and a child. Is we as adults, we start to learn from childhood. We start to learn that there are consequences for mistakes. Okay, that starts to get branded into us. Don't make mistakes because there are consequences. The more mistakes you make, the more consequences. And the more mistakes you make, the closer you are to failing. Okay? And failure is always attached to when other people are witnessing your mistakes, seeing your records. All of a sudden your mistakes are public. They're out there for people to see, for people to judge, for people to laugh at you. So it's really all about ridicule and fear of failure. Um, so if you're so really, if you think about it, an exam is a record, is a public record of your mistakes slash failure if you don't make the grade. So that's where I think most of the anxiety comes from, because if I'm thinking about a solution, you can work on the skill level, like the things that I help students with, the mind mapping, the breaking information down, the memory strategies and techniques. Those will take your skill level to 100. But then you've also got to deal with the second component, which is the mental, psychological component. And so the second part is, to that solution is a perspective. And really, I can't make it more, I can't make it more, I can't really shorten it or make it more simpler than this. And it's that it's not really that important. The exam you're about to take, you know, is not really a big deal. It really isn't. I know you might have built it up in your head, or you've been told certain things, but it's not a big deal. Um, just think about the exams and tests that you've done in the past, leading up to now. How many exams have you done in the past are you stressing about right now? The exams that you've done and probably passed in your history. How many of them are affecting your life right now? Or are you stressing about right now? The reality is, most of the time you're thinking, well, what was all that about? What was I stressing about? So that should be true of any exams or tests that you take moving forward. Build your skill level, okay? And I'm gonna show you some tips, tricks, strategies, and all of that. Build your skill level, but then work on your perspective, where you don't really give a flying, you know what, yeah. So that's pretty much it. But I'd be interested to know what your what you think gives rise to exam stress. Have I kind of hit the nail on the head with that one, or is there something I'm not considering? So leave your ideas in the comments below, and I'd be interested to even revisit it, and let's keep the conversation going. So like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.